Hi and welcome back to the Film and TV channel. Hope you're all doing very, very well. And we're going to look at an ITV police crime drama mystery today. And yes, we have a young lady here who may rival Vera. Yeah, we have a DI Ray, who's an Asian DI in the Birmingham Police Force. So do we have a competitor to Vera? Possibly not, but we'll bit more on that in a moment. 4x 44-minute episodes shown on 4 consecutive nights on ITV. Internet Movie Database, yeah, not too bad at the moment. 6 out of 10. I mean, I always think early doors, a lot of people who are connected with the programme get on and put good scores on. So I think that's probably the case with this. There's 30 odd 10 out of 10s. No, nothing like a 10 out of 10. We've had 122 people scored it between 6 and 9. This is all at the 6th of May 2022. 122 scored it between 6 and 9, and 56 between 2 and 5. So 69% positivity, I like to call it, don't I? So that's not too bad. I'd say it's averaging 6 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database. And it is a basic British police procedural television series, created and written by Maya Sondi and produced by Jed Mercurio. First episode aired, as I said, on ITV on Monday, the 2nd of May. So it's now also available as a full series on the ITV hub. It stars, Parminder Nagra, or Nagra. I have seen her before in things as the main person in this, DI Rachita Ray. Gemma Whelan as DCI Kerry Henderson. Jamie Bamber as DCI Martin Hunter, Sam Baker-Jones as DC Liam Payne, Manuv Tiara as PS Tony Catry, and some other familiar faces as well, but they're your main guys in this. And basically, it's a newly promoted DI, Rachita Ray, takes on a that forces her to face a lifelong personal conflict. Of course, just all the personal things come into these things. It starts off as a seemingly an honour killing. Obviously, we're looking at the sort of Asian community in this one in the Midlands. And then it all goes from there, really. As I say, it's not just as simple as that, is it? So my little thoughts, as I say, we've got no Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic or anything like that. It's early days. I mean, let's face it, these police procedural dramas stand and fall, on the characters as well. I mean, it's got to have a good plot. Of course it has. Certainly got to draw you in and hold your interest. For me, if a script is okay, that's half the battle. But personally, I spotted a couple of the major twist plots in this. I saw them a mile away. So perhaps I've watched too many police dramas. I'm not too sure, but I saw them coming well before they came. So as I say, there's a few little side issues, but nothing spectacular in this. But as you know, if you watch any of my blogs, I do like to invest in characters. In any series, whether it's a police series or a fantasy series or whatever it is, I like to be connected to the people. And starting with the lead, of course, played by Parminder Nagra. She's about as interesting as dishwater. My apologies, but she's about as much personality in this show. I'm not saying that what she's like in real life. She's probably a lovely lady. Well, she's a nice lady. Don't get me wrong, but she wasn't very interesting to watch. I mean, Vera's just, if you look at Vera, obviously totally different thing. But I mean, there is personality. You know, look at Frost. Look at all the things, all the police things that we've had in the past. There's always something about the DIs or something about the DCIs or something about the DCs, etc., that of interest. But I'm afraid it doesn't just work. And even the sort of Jack the Lad, cheeky chappy police sergeant, also Asian, who is assigned to her, is probably as fun as Toothache as well. He's a nice lad. Don't get me wrong, a lovely, but he's not something I would really want to go a night out with. In all fairness, nice. Don't get me wrong. Parminder is expected to carry this drama. And she doesn't. It's as simple as that. She just hasn't got the presence to do that. It's an okay start. We get to see the side of her that she talks down a knife-wielding maniac, which is fair enough. We get a lot of what people are calling woke, of obviously where she's getting discrimination, stuff like this. But obviously she was positively discriminated against to be promoted to DI in the first place. And then obviously she just met brick walls after that, which seemed a bit odd to me. Why, do you... surely the next step is to promote her again, just to get her out of the way. But I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the police service. I know the writer has some involvement on that side of it, but we did get the discrimination thing thrown at us a lot, and that might be quite right. But it did sort of happen a lot. Certainly in the first episode, it seemed to happen every other chapter, if you like. Every other act has some sort of discrimination. It didn't have to be nasty discrimination, but yeah. But as a character today, it just didn't really work. Even though you wanted to like her because she seemed a nice person, and even I'm not saying there's bedroom scenes in it, but even when she's in bed and she's with a partner. Obviously, her bedclothes are up to her neck, and she just doesn't look natural. And it's a very, very odd match from the get go with a partner that she's obviously seen at the time. And of course, we get further revelations in that personal relationship as well, which, as I said, some of which are probably telegraphed well ahead. So yeah, it's just a funny lead. It's just a funny woman to have in the lead of this. I mean, if you're going to do this sort of drama, have someone a bit more quirky, or I don't know, a bit more about them. There's not much oomph. Lovely lady, as I said, don't get me wrong, but just not a lot of oomph. And the problem is as well, there's not of all the other characters. The actor is average to poor. In all fairness, there's very, very few quality actors in this. You know, we've got some of the old soap actors, Coronation Street, stuff like that, which says it all really as to the quality of this. And the only plus point, or one of the only plus points, it's nice to see a drama or police drama set in Birmingham. I don't think we see that many of them. It's always obviously up north or down London way, but obviously it's nice to see it set in Birmingham. I don't know Birmingham very well, but it's nice to see little bits of Birmingham that people from that area would connect to and be familiar with. So that was nice. That was the plus point. Someone in the reviews actually likened it to Line of Duty, but if you go into this thinking it's Line of Duty, you'll be a little bit disappointed with this. And well, certainly the first couple of series of Line of Duty, I did think that got a little bit rubbishy, and that had its poor actors. Don't get me wrong, Line of Duty, I thought again, acting talent was a bit of a mishmash, but perhaps a little bit better than what we get in this one. There are plans, or there were plans for a second series. If there are, perhaps she'll grow a bit more into the role. I mean, the poor lady's been, even at the end of this series, she's getting picked on in a way. So perhaps she'll grow into it and provide something better. But because I think there is potential. I think there is potential for a strong female sort of police-driven drama, and unfortunately she's a personality. All right, she can only work with the script she's given, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. And perhaps another actor, and maybe better to start it off all again. As for scores, I was going to give it a 5, but I thought I'm not going to score it because I just say I got a wee bit bored with it. It's a bit long-winded, a bit we've seen it all before. And as I say, I think if the acting talent had been better, it might have just been a watchable score from me. But it's not a total disaster. I won't say it's 4 times 44 minutes of my life I'll never get back. It was okay. I was just a little bit let down by the people in it, basically, and the script. I mean, they say as an actor, you can only put into it what's there, but it still didn't work when obviously, as I said, it just didn't sit right. A personality in the whole setup of this little mini series, if you like, 4 episodes. So a bit disappointed. So, and a bit of a letdown for me, that's for sure. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, as I said, some people do like it. I've been reading positive reviews as well, as I said, whether they're from people connected with it or not, I don't know. But yeah, dull as dishwater, most of it, and an okay couple of bits. But as I said, didn't the twists I could see coming a mile away. And as I say, I do watch a lot of TV stuff, but perhaps other people won't, and they'll enjoy it more. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.